Busayo, and I'm going to be taking us through the payroll module of MyXalary. In order for you to have a smooth payroll, we've decided to have this session for all our clients so that they can have a smooth payroll on the platform. So I'm going to be taking you through the payroll setup. In order for you to have a smooth payroll run on MyXalary, you first of all need to do your payroll setup. The payroll setup, we've been able to achieve creating a payroll workflow on MyXalary, considering the fact that in most organizations, one person annually is take to payroll creation or payroll processes. In order for you to be able to create your workflow on MyXalary, we have a default payroll workflow of which you can actually customize yours because we've built MyXalary to be customizable. In order for you to onboard all the stakeholders to payroll processes, you simply need to click on the payroll settings, then you click on user. This is where you get to onboard the payroll stakeholders, then you give them a role. After onboarding them, you come to payroll under the settings here. You assign all the staff that are meant to be a stake to payroll processes. The default role we have on MyXalary are create payroll, review payroll, and approve payroll. So you can assign all the stakeholders to payroll processes to their various workflow as it suits your organization. After creating your payroll workflow, the next thing you need to do is to do your payroll scheme. You create your salary scheme. Your salary scheme had those workflow, the parameters in which your payroll will be calculated. So if you want to create your salary scheme, simply click on salary scheme, click on create scheme. You can give your salary scheme any name of your choice. For instance, I'm calling my salary scheme text. If you are the company that does tax remittance or tax calculation, you simply enable tax and pension. Then you select the type of tax you do. Is it a payee or is it a withholding tax? If it is a withholding tax, you can customize your withholding tax to the percentage that suits you. For the purpose of this session, I'm selecting payee. Then for my pension, it is 10% employer and 8% employee. That is usually the general calculation. But in a situation whereby as a company you don't do tax and pension, you can simply disable tax and pension so that it will not be calculated while creating your payroll. After creating your salaries, after setting up your tax and pension, the next thing you will need to do is to impute the percentage that allows to your basic and the percentage that allows to your transportation, housing, and every other allowances in terms of leave and medical. For the purpose of this demo session, for me, I have just 4 items, which includes basic, transport, and housing, then others. So I have other allowance. I come here to add others. So I have 20% more to make it 100%, and I tick on it. After saving, I will need to assign my staff to their various salary schemes that I have created. That will be done under the employee management module. Now, after that has been done, the next thing I need to do is to create my payroll. After all the setup, creating payroll becomes fun on MyXalary. You simply click on payroll and create payroll. In these 4 steps, you are done creating payroll. The first step is to select the month of payroll you want to create. So for instance, I'm creating payroll for the month of July. You select the start date, then you select the end date. You next. On the stage 2, which is employees due, you click on all the staffs you are ready to pay. For any reason, if you don't want to pay any staff, you can simply untick the staff that you are not ready to pay. For instance, let's say for any reason you want to withhold a staff salary, so you can simply unclick any staff you are not paying. Now, I would have next. However, let me quickly add that you can also customize your payroll creation on MyXalary. So you can decide to customize your payroll processes by using the split option. So you can split your payments in number maximum of 4 splits. However, for the purpose of this demo, I want to do 2. So for the first batch, you select your payment date, then you select the staffs you want to pay in the first batch. So I've been able to unclick those people I'm not paying for the first batch. Then the next batch, which is batch B, I select the payment date, which is 31st. Then all the staff that I'm ready to pay, I will select them also. Look at the batch summary. The batch summary A is telling me that I've selected 43 employee, and this is the payment date, and this is the total salary payable. For batch B, I have 3 staffs to be paid, and this is the total salary payable. But for the purpose of this demo, I want to do a once payment. So I simply go back to once, and I've selected all the staffs that I want to pay. I've selected all the staff to be paid. Then I simply click on next. Now, one thing we've been able to achieve with MyXalary is instant payment option. So in a scenario whereby you want to create your payroll today and still ensure your employee get their salary immediately, you simply use the instant payment option. Of course, there is room for you to also schedule your payments if you are not ready to do instant payments. So you simply click the date that you want your payments to be disbursed. However, I'm doing the instant payment option. So I've selected instant payments, which populated today's date by default. Then I next. Then I simply click on finish. So I've completed the create payroll workflow. And the payroll I created is simply what I have on the first list of my payroll history. If you look at the status, it's showing active, and the payment status is showing not paid. So this is not the end of payroll processes. It is simply the end of payroll creation. Then after the payroll has been created, if I have a workflow whereby another person is on review payroll, the person on review payroll will be prompted via email that payroll has been created for them to review. So the person simply comes to view the payroll here. So this is the payroll that I just created, and this is the summary of the payroll created. 46 employees selected. This is the total gross salary, the net salary, and this is the payment date. This is my total tax, the pension, and employer's pension, and my charges. I can go further to check for each staff to see if their calculations are okay. I can decide to view all the deduction that has been imputed for a particular staff, and also all the bonuses that has been imputed. I can go as far as checking the payslip to ensure that the take home of the staff is actually correct. So once I see that everything is fine and I'm okay, I can decide to review the payroll. In a situation whereby I cited a mistake, I can decide to reject the payroll by simply clicking on reject, and I will make a comment. But I don't want to reject my payroll because it's actually fine. So I simply click on review. Then the next person on the approval workflow, which is approved payroll, will get prompted via email notification. Then the person to approve to can also check through to ensure that we align with the payroll creation. So the moment we align, I simply click on approve payroll. At this point, I will need to fund my account because this is simply a test account. That is why I'm having this option. So the account you are going to be seeing on your own screen is Providus account. So you simply fund your Providus account. Once you fund it, this is where you get to see your balance, your wallet balance. So the moment you see your wallet balance, you simply proceed to process the payment. So once you click on process payment, you simply select wallet balance. Then you click on OK. So right here, I got a notification that please note that instant payments are not revisable and usually take about 30 minutes processes. So I click on OK. The moment I click on OK, I got a notification that payment successfully processed. At this point, all my staff get their payments almost immediately. And payroll, payslip will be made available for them to download on their employee mobile app. And also payroll reports will be made available for the management staff right here under the payroll history. They can also go as far as downloading their payroll history in an Excel format. So right here, you can decide to download your payroll history. So that is the end of the payroll processes. In order for me to add, or let me just add more, in order for you to track your wallet balance to see the inflow of cash or inflow of transaction in your wallet, you can simply use your transaction history to track a record of inflow and outflow of transaction in your wallet. So these are the summary of your wallet transaction history. So it acts like your bank statement. And after payment has been made, in order for you to be sure that payment has actually been disbursed to your staff, and in order for you to be sure that all your staff actually got their payments, you can come to payment log under the payroll module here to check if the payment of your staff were all successful. In a situation whereby any payment failed, just like I'm seeing one here, I can decide to retry. So once I click on retry, the payment processes will be initiated again. And in a situation whereby after trying it failed again, you can simply refund the money back to your wallet. So this is a self-service that we've made available for all our clients to have a smooth payroll run on MyXalary. At this point, I'll say thank you for listening. And to sign up on MyXalary, simply log on to app.mysalary.com/sign up. Thank you.